What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the third Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast with your boy, the real one, baby, better known as Coach Mario, and my partner in crime, the Don of the Hill.
Just the done, man. Just the done. Just the done.
uh,
I don't
um,
I don't reside in Summer Hill anymore. So hey, it's just the done. I
you,
still love Summer Hill though. So it's still
you,
near
you,
in my heart.
you international because every time we talk, I found out you didn't live somewhere different. So we'll get into that
Yeah.
later. But basically, man, we had these recent cuts by our beloved Falcons that we just had to jump on and talk about. The first one, Rocky, Mr. Alford, out of what is it, Southeast Louisiana State, been here what 6, 7 years. Nobody was surprised at that one. We all knew it was coming. I'm pretty sure he himself knew it was coming. What do you think about that?
I've been trying to tell people since last season, the middle of last season, I said not true fun, Alford would be gone. All right. Like I said, it's no shocker. He was like almost about to get paid what 8-9 million this upcoming season,
He's about
and
to
you
be
gotta think of like
31 years old.
yes, and the age coming to a factor as well. And you gotta realize too, he's not a Dan Quinn draft pick. He's not a Dan Quinn draft pick, and he did not play up to his. He had a horrible season last year,
And I do
horrible
believe
season, and
this.
did not help his case for his campaign to come back. So
No,
we already knew he was going to be gone. I DPAT from go follow you Lieutenant Dan on Twitter and also subscribe to his Unintentional Grounding YouTube page. They have a lot of great stuff. Him and Mad Mike Sports, follow him as well on YouTube. But DPAT, he put out some stats last night, and he said ever since Alford was drafted, he split it in half. He did Alford and he did
saw
True
that.
Fun because both of them got drafted the same year.
Hmm.
And they looked at DPIs, all right, defensive pass interference calls. All right. Alford, I guess he accounted for 43%. It's up there, you guys. This is the fact. 43% of DPIs. Now, True Font was like 23, 24. That's a 20% difference. And everybody's still calling for True Font. Said True Font is not going to get cut. True Font is not, they're not going to trade True
Cap
Font.
number way too big. Yeah, it's not
Yes,
gonna happen.
like we're gonna take a huge cap hit if we try to release
Yeah,
True
so it's
Font.
not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not
It's
gonna
not
happen.
gonna happen. So Alfred was the person out, and a lot of people keep talking about some. Well, y'all put too much trust in Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah Oliver did not play that many snaps last season. So, and when he played, he did. I think he did well. He did
I
well.
mean, would is he gonna perform any worse than our cornerbacks did this year? Because neither one of our cornerbacks performed particularly well. So, I mean, how much worse could the rookie be? And also, when you talk about Alford, he's getting older and he was injured.
Mhm.
As you get older, those injuries start to compound. You don't get healthier. So, uh, as we that leads us to our next guy.
Hold on, before we go to the next guy, people got to
Uh-huh.
you had some people who's either pro offer or pro true fun.
Hmm.
Like I was on the bandwagon of Alfred, in the beginning 2017 season. But when 2018 came around and I saw his play, I just said like, there's no way we can keep these guys. We can keep both of them guys around. Trust me, when True
Not
Funds
at that number.
come around, he's gonna be
Yes.
released too. But the thing is, you guys got to realize as well the reason why our DB struggled this year because we had no pass rush.
Hmm.
We had no pass rush.
Yeah.
Pass rush and um DBs, they go hand in hand. They got to work together. It's a cohesive unit on defense. And if you do not have one or the other group is going to struggle as well. So, but like I said about Alford, like, hey, it's just business, and he knew he was going to be gone. So that's not a shocker. So
no, not at all. I'm pretty sure that he was packing up the house. You know, not he doesn't know probably where he's going, but yeah, he does. And like I put on Twitter, by the organization releasing him early, you know, that's giving him a chance to definitely do plenty of shopping when free agency starts, and definitely, you know, let him know already that, hey, you know, your permanent residence might not be, well, I'm sorry, not your permanent residence, but you might not be in Atlanta next year.
Exactly. And I don't want, and this is for the fans out there, do not buy into this narrative, you guys. We are not. And there are going to be some journalists, ESPN, Bleacher Report, NFL Network. They're going to come out and they're going to say some dumb, crazy stuff saying, oh, well, the Falcons got rid of offer, so they may try to get Greedy Williams in the first round. No, do not buy into that hype. Do not buy into it. We're in the first round. We need a D tackle or an edge rusher. You know, if not that, if it all depends. If we assign some players, some D tackles or edge rushers in the free agency, then we'll probably get a guard or a tackle on the offensive line. We're pretty much going to rebuild these trenches. That's what we're doing.
Have to. Have to. It's necessary. What about the shocker cut? You ready to get into that one?
Yes.
I call it the shocker cut because I admit I was surprised. I didn't even think about it, and that's talking about the Matt Bryant cut today. And I saw that Georgia boy put on Twitter today. He put and I do remember discussing this last year, and I just forgot about it. When we kept Telvecchio is I believe how you pronounce his name. When we kept him on the roster. Now, you know, you could have said we kept him on the roster just in case Matt Bryant got hurt again, but you know, he wasn't on an active roster. So if Matt Bryant got hurt again, we could have easily just called him up and said, hey, come back. So that was kind of a telltale sign there. And a team that's trying to save money, paying a kicker $3 million, you know, I understand. I love Matt Bryant. He'll be a fan favorite. Love Matt Bryant, money Matt. But, you know, I definitely understand the move. Being aggressive to save money. And we also, like I said, me and you discussed earlier today, we have Debo and Kiki to pay next year. Depending on what kind of year Kiki has this year is, you know, he's in a contract year coming off an injury. So this is a huge year for him. We're definitely paying Debo. That's without a doubt. So the organization is positioning themselves to get their pockets right, basically.
We have to really invest in his defense. Like I've said this before, you know, Grady Jarrett has to get paid. Next person on that defense that we got to pay is Debo. All right. Keanu Neal, I'm not really big on us signing him, like re-signing him. You know, it all depends. If we had the room, we'll sign him. If not, you know, we can get another safety that plays similar to Keanu Neal and we'll be fine. That's just my take. But going back to Matt Bryant, yes, I was shocked about his release. And, you know, from Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast, I know Melissa Bryant probably going to listen to this and Matt Bryant going to listen to this. You know, thank you guys for 10 years of you guys' dedication and service to the city of Atlanta and to the Falcons organization. I just do want to put that out there. You know,
Melissa Bryant liked one of my tweets today.
Yes. She's a great woman, and she does not have a filter at all. You know, and that's good. But
I love her on Twitter.
Yes, I do too. But like at the end of the day, it's business. A lot of us didn't like it. I was the one that was shocked because I was at work
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
I looked, I just glanced at my phone and I said, "What?" I said, you got to be kidding me, And I said, "Oh man," but he was due for what 4 mil, 4 mil this year. You know, hey, that 4 mil can go towards re-signing Bruce Irvin. Because like I said, we don't even know what we gonna do with Vic Beasley. A lot of people talking about he go get cut. No, we're not gonna cut Vic Beasley. If we do, it's gonna be later on. But right now, they're trying to trade him. They're trying to finesse a trade with another team to get a draft pick for Vic Beasley. I'm telling you guys, Beasley. If not, worst case scenario, he may be back with the team. But I really
Vic
think that
Beasley, I'm willing to say right now that Vic Beasley will have on the Falcon uniform next year. I think he's going to be a Falcon next year.
it all depends. But you got to realize what happened this past season. They was trying before the trade deadline. They was trying to trade him, but the offers that Thomas Dimitrov got from other teams, he didn't like it. But now, this
I
is what's going to
don't know
happen.
if they were trying to trade him. Teams were inquiring about him. I don't know if the Falcons were shopping him. It was some teams that inquired. So I wouldn't say they were trying to trade him. It was some teams asking about him. And they
Yeah,
also told the teams no as well.
and guess what's going to happen towards the draft. I'm projecting this now. I'm calling it now. Vic Beasley is going to end up getting traded between April or March, not March, April or May, around that time frame. Because teams are really going to start getting desperate for a pass rush. Because you got some teams who need that exterior pass rush. All right,
What will we get for Vic?
huh?
What will
People
we
gonna
get for him?
look. This is what people gonna say, and people got to understand something. Just because Vic Beasley is a first round draft pick doesn't mean we're going to get a first round draft pick for Vic Beasley.
No, we
No,
won't.
he's not. He's not a clear Mac. Okay, he's not an Aaron Donald. He's not a clear Mac. So no, that's not going to happen. Now,
Not at all.
what's a win-win situation for us? If we can trade him for a fourth or fifth round pick, I think that's fine. You building up draft. We're going to build up draft capital. And then that'll give us 3 4th round picks right there. You know what we can do with those 3 4th round picks? We could trade 2 of them and move down to the 2nd or 3rd round and have. You see what I'm saying? So
Jockey the picks.
yes. So you use all the draft capital you have. You try to trade it with another team to move down in the draft in the lower rounds. So that's my take on Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley is going to end up getting traded. If they don't like the offers, or if the other team does not like the offer that we giving them for Vic Beasley, then yes, it's a possibility he may be in the Falcons uniform next year. But I'm still saying he's gonna end up getting traded. But like I said before, with Matt Bryant release, that money probably is going to end up going towards Bruce Irvin, having him around for another year or 2, and then we can if whoever we draft, because we're going to draft edge rushers in some round, that'll give us time, that'll give Quinn time to develop this edge rusher, okay. And then, in the 2020 season, then we can get rid of Bruce Irvin, and then the product that Dan Quinn drafted this year should be ready in 2020.
And while we're on the position, Brooks Reed was also cut today, and that wasn't a shocker to anybody. We all thought that might happen. Like I said, that's not a shocker. That also makes one believe that we know we're in the market for edge rushers as well. So that's no secret as well. We don't know if we're targeting one specifically in the draft, or it's tough to target anybody for free agency or cuts because you're not sure who's going to be cut. But like I said, Brooks Reed was no surprise that he was let go today as well.
Yeah, Mr. 14 tackles and 1 sack this season. Like, and how much we paid him? What was it, $4
Yep.
go? He had to go because thing is with him, he's a rotational player. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for those stats to be that low for a rotational player, I feel like, yeah, we paying you too much for you to actually do nothing. We can pretty much get a rookie to come in and have the same or better results than what you put up for cheaper.
I have one more question. This is the one we keep asking every day. Who's getting cut tomorrow?
Let's look at
Schrader.
I don't know. I don't know about Schrader because that's the thing. We're really looking thin on the line. Anna Levitri, people saying Anna Levitri, Justin Hardy. Those players are not getting cut. You know why? Because their contracts are expiring. You can't cut somebody that's pretty much going to be gone anyway. They walk.
Yeah.
All right.
They're not under contract. You don't have any rights to them.
Exactly. They free agents. But I'm thinking, and a lot of people gonna get upset with me when I say this.
Is the name gonna start with an S?
Huh?
I was gonna say, is the name gonna start with the S?
Hey, what you thinking about?
Well, I thought she was about to slip the Sanu cut in on them when you said a lot of people gonna be upset.
I don't know if he do. That'd be another shocker. Like I feel like we need to keep Sanu. We're gonna lose Hardy, okay, and that's gonna leave us with Julio, and I'm not even counting Sanu in the equation. Julio, Ridley, Hall, and I think Hall's gonna be gone. I don't even Gage. Yeah. Like you're gonna be looking real thin, and then we're gonna have to look into free agency or the draft to draft more wide receivers. Like I feel like give Sanu a 2-year contract. I'm thinking that I'm looking on the defensive side now, and I'm saying that we may end up cutting Devondre Campbell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because when you look on the defensive side, there aren't a whole lot of candidates. Like I said, Poole's contract is expiring. We already cut Rocky and Brooks Reed. Besides Devondre, there's not really too many guys you look at that. Debo and Kiki are still on rookie deals. I looked at Rico. I looked at Rico and his cap number. But I don't think that we're cutting Rico. So other guys than that, but you don't see a lot of candidates on the defensive side.
Yeah, but now I pulled something that Matt from the Falcon Holic or whatever. He gave a list of the cap hits by player. Okay. Sanu is going to get paid $7.4 million this season, which it's $7.4 million.
Okay,
$7.4 million. Devondre Campbell is $2.141. All right, that's why I said if I'm looking at everybody else after him that's higher than him, you got Hooper. We need him. Ridley, he's on the rookie deal. Bosher, a lot of some people said Bosher might get cut. Now, hey, like I said, we can bring another punter in and for cheaper. But a lot of players, they get invested with some of these players. And I tell people, don't get too heavily invested in some of these players because some of these players might not be here. Jack Crawford, Ted McKinley, Brandon Fusco is $4.75 million. But we need a guard. We need a guard. I wouldn't cut Fusco. I would not cut
Fusco. On the whole line. Yeah, we're already thin on the whole line.
Yes, we are. Allen, we just talked about Allen Freeman's gonna get his hit is 6.75. Ryan Schrader is 7.75. Now, they may end up cutting him, or they may just ask him to restructure his contract. I feel like if they could restructure his contract to 4.3 or something like that, that'll give us three mil, back into the cap. And then you got your other out the Schrader, you got your good players, Mac, Matthews, Beasley, Jones, Trufant, and Matt Ryan. Like I said, Beasley we may end up, trading them off, and that 12 mil we can save. And then, like I said, it's looking real serious for some of these players. They are really trying to get a lot of money back into this cap so they can sign some players who can come in and actually, do something with.
And keep their, and re-sign Debo and Grady and Julio, of course. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to, the main thing this offseason, we have to re-sign Grady.
Oh, I mean, I think it's a foregone conclusion, and it's going to get done. So I'm not even worried about it. At this point, that's definitely getting done. So I'm not even worried about that. Grady and Julio will be taken care of, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen tomorrow, man? Are we gonna have to jump back on tomorrow?
Hey, if there's any more cuts after this, you guys will just have to bring it up on our Sunday. And because right now it's pretty much mid-season for them. Right now, we're gonna see, what's the future entails for the Atlanta Hawks, like players like Trae Young, John Collins. So
yeah,
and we're gonna have a special guest. Yeah, we're gonna have a special guest to come on. I think his name Devontae Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he writes for ATL Sports Talk. So
everybody get ready for our Sunday show. Get ready to talk about some NBA. Unfortunately, the football season is wrapped up. Let's get ready to get into some basketball. And like I say, once again, this is Coach Mario.
Hold on for a second. Support, guys. All my Falcons players, all my Falcons fans. Look, if you live in Atlanta, support the other teams, please. Yes, we know the Hawks. Sorry, and they will get better. We know,
Hey, they've been playing a little bit better the past couple weeks.
Yeah, driving out there to SunTrust Park is pretty much as a ride, and the traffic out there is horrible. I know I've been out there. But go out to the games. The games don't cost that much. It's not that expensive like the Falcons games. Like, matter of fact, I'm going to a Hawks game on the 23rd. If anybody going out there, if anybody listening to this podcast, yes, I will be at the Hawks game on State Farm Arena, whatever you call it. I can still call it Phillips Arena. On the 23rd. If anybody want to meet up with me, hey, shouts out to you. Hey, come see me.
Sunday as well. Let's add, what is it? The Atlanta Legends, the new football team. Let's speak about them, because I'm gonna go to their game. We got Michael Vick as the OC, Aaron Murray as the quarterback. So Sunday, let's definitely talk about them, and let's find out, everybody, are y'all excited? Are y'all gonna support? But me and a couple of Twitter followers already talked about meeting up at the game, so I'm definitely gonna meet up in your old neighborhood at the stadium. And the stadium's in your old neighborhood, basically.
I already know Derek. He go. He a Vic lover. He go just to see him.
He actually don't, though. He don't like Matt, but he actually not a Vic fan. He just don't like neither one of them. He ain't a Vic fan, but he just not a Matt fan either.
He must be a Chris Chandler fan then, I guess.
But it's Coach Mario, the real one, baby, on Twitter, and I have my partner in crime. I always call his old handle, so I let him call it.
Yeah, it's the done. So
all right, signing off, man. Everybody support the podcast. Forever I love Atlanta Sports Podcast, the real one, baby, and the Don on Twitter. Make sure you DM us, follow us, and send us some questions, and join and be part of the show. Thank y'all.
All right. Peace. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay safe.